Hello and welcome to a Hearthstone Battlegrounds match. Let's check out today's augment. We have Fortitude of Khazgaroth. At the end of your turn, set your left and rightmost minion's health to the higher of the two. Okay then, after you upgrade the tavern, gain 2 gold, give your minions +1 attack. Let's go with Groot. I haven't played him in forever. I used to love playing this character back when he first came out. He was such a great way to aggressively tech up to tier 5 and tier 6, and I imagine he'd be pretty good on this patch. Let's see here. So after you upgrade the tavern, you gain 2 gold, as you can see from up here if we are able to hit that. On our first turn here, we're going to go ahead and go for... you know what? If we're going tier 6, there's a good chance that we can get dragons. I'll go ahead and go for my Dozy Whelp, one of my favorites. Into turn 2 we go. We will be facing off against our Sir Finley Murgleton. Sir Finley will give me 1 HP, it looks like, but he will beat me in the long run. That's okay, though. I do have 8 armor. I can handle a punch or two. And just like that, we are going down in health. We'll go ahead and open up with our traditional Murloc wave, and then we are going to tech up and get 2 extra gold. We will use this opportunity here to go ahead and go for a roll. Usually you would try to pick up a minion if you felt like it was stronger here, but there isn't one that I really enjoy. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and roll and see what we can squeeze out. The Bejeweled Duelist, I think, is okay here in the early game, but you're not going to really get too much off of it. And if I get a Rip Snarl, I want to find a Pirate, but I don't want to force it. So I'll roll one more time. The Whelp Smuggler is perfect. It synergizes well with the Dozy Whelp, and it gives me a Divine Chill, which allows me to buy time. For our next round, we will be facing off against the Enchanting Edwin. Give your minions a 1/1 upgrade. Upgrade after you buy 4 minions. Oh, cool. They made that stronger. We continue to lose out on the exchanges, but that is just fine with me. Remember, we are intending to tech up as quickly as we can. All right. So we want to go ahead and grab our Whelp Smuggler. That'll give us that health that we were looking for. And then I think we're going to go ahead and roll and attempt to find some more dragons. We find 2 right here, which give us a good chance to upgrade, but there is a great benefit to playing Groot. Remember, after I upgrade my tavern to any tech tier, I get 2 extra gold. So next turn, it will drop down to 5. I'll have 6 gold. That means I'll have 1 gold left over if I tier tech, and then if I pass him, I can buy 1 minion. So I'll have my choice between the Twilight Emissary or moving in for the Blazing Skyfin, and I'm probably going to take the Dozy Whelp here, as I would like to make it stronger. All right, into our next matchup. He has a Whelp Smuggler, but no dragons, and you can see the stats starting to pile up already. Finally, my Dozy is starting to pay off. Goes up to 5 gold and gets an additional few health, and that was a great turn for us. My golly. With it all said and done, we will have a 5/5 Dozy Whelp. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Twilight Emissary, bring it down, go for the stats, and I just realized that I fucked up. I got ahead of myself. I didn't tech tier, and I am screwing up this entire character. That's okay, though. I'll go ahead and grab my Blazing Skyfin, and we'll pretend that none of that happened. Yeah, none of that happened. You saw nothing. Go ahead and put these 2 to be cannon fodder, as we want the Dozy Whelp to take most of the hits and get bigger. In fact, I'll make this one go first. And we'll forget that we forgot to do our passive. Let's see how this looks. It'll be 4 next turn. We pay that. We'll get 2 extra gold. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Not efficient, but I'm okay with it. We head forward. We're facing off who's in first place currently, which is going to be Mrs. Greymane. Our stats overall look pretty solid. It looks like we're going to be able to pull off that exchange quite well. And if you look at that, we get some good damage overall. Not too bad. Don't forget also the passive here on the right. I am also getting the health from my Dozy Whelp. And those 2 look pretty good. Okay, let's not get caught up in semantics. Let's go ahead and go for our upgrade. We'll get 2 extra gold. We'll go for a refresh. We would love to find a Bronze Warden here. Giving your other minions 1/1 as well is a great trade-off. We'll go ahead and toss it on the field, but we're actually going to go for a little bit of an aggressive play. I'm going to get rid of this card. Do I want to get rid of that card? I think I do. I think I want to get rid of this card and that card and go up. I want this Faceless Disciple, but my money isn't quite there. All right, screw the aggressive play. Let's go ahead and move this in. We'll give this 5 damage by 10 health here, right? At the end of your turn, set your left and rightmost minions health to the highest of the 2. We'll get the 10 gold here, and then we'll have a 4/10 available to us. And we should be looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and roll with our last gold. There's our Bronze Warden. Okay, with it all said and done, we're still looking okay. That was good for us. For our next match, we are facing off against TrikSlyr. We've had a couple of bumps overall, but we're starting to really figure it out. And this is a good metric to see where we are when it comes to the dragons. And so far, we're beating TrikSlyr pretty handedly. Look at that. Good damage overall. And she's also on 2 drops, which makes it even better for us. Alright, knowing that we are in a strong state, let's go ahead and upgrade one more time. We will have 1 extra gold over it and get the 2 extra gold coming in. That will give us our Bronze Warden. I would like to have these upgrades from the Sparkling, but I don't think we're going to get that. I think your turn, set your left or right must mean his health is the highest of the 2. Wait, do they stay at 10 no matter what? That's amazing. Oh, that's great. I can keep cycling out health like crazy. Well, let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, big fan. Forward we go into our next matchup. We are facing off against Sir Finley Murgleton. He's got a full lobby, but I seem to have better stats overall. What I do want to kill is off this Corpse Refiner if I get the chance, as well as Ripsnarl Captain, as that'll be a lot of their stats. So far, some good numbers for us as our Dozy Whelp continues to try and take the brunt of the hits. And we are going to go just barely 1-1 with our opponent, and neither of us will take damage, which is great for us because we continue to aggressively tech. We do stumble upon another Sparkling, which I do want to grab. Let's go ahead and grab our Seaborn Summoner as well. I love playing this card. Very helpful for finding other dragons on the field. Let's play it. We do find an Amalgam, which I think will be useful later on. And at this point, we want to go ahead and get rid of our Twilight Emissary, although it has been nice and helpful. I want this to continue to get most of the hits so we can get our buffs. Let's go for a roll. We're starting to look for some triples. This is a very solid candidate for us to freeze on, as we can try to play for a 5-drop, which we do have a lot of dragons at that stage that are quite strong. We did a slight swap here. We put this Sparkling here on the far left so we can get the 12 health benefit from our Dozy Whelp. Nothing too important, but we're going to keep this laying around in case we find a triple, because that can give us a catalyst to get to our 6 drops. And we might as well get the free stats, right? Into the next matchup, we got a few pirates laying in front of us. Currently at 4 in terms of tier, so he's kind of been speed running up, looking to find some big trades later on. But I think our numbers are just looking too good for him at the moment. And we are going to hit him with a pretty big hit here. Luckily, there are still 8 people here. The most I can hit is 15, so that'll knock him down to 4, but I'm feeling pretty good about that. We did find an Amalgam. Let's go ahead and go up to a 5-drop, and we'll go ahead and grab our Amalgam here. So we have 2 available to us. We can trade that later on. We're going to go ahead and look for a dragon, see if we find anything useful. We do find our Amber Guardian, which is give another friendly 2/2 and Divine Shield, which has synergy with our Whelp Smuggler, so I'm going to go ahead and play for that. Let's go ahead and trade out our Blazing Skyrim, which I don't really care too much about, as well as our Sparklings. Grab those. And we'll play these cards for now. So we lose a little bit of firepower, but I'm okay with that. We do get our 3/4 Amalgams here on the front, which will get that 12 HP. And we are at a 5-drop. So all we're looking for now is a triple, right? And if we get that triple and are able to find a Caligos, I'm going to be a very happy camper. Into our next matchup, we are facing off against Curtis Ashfallen, whoever the hell that is. Illidan wannabe, I assume. The Divine Shield connects. Get a 515 there. Ooh, big cleave though. Unfortunate for us. Leroy Jenkins will kill off the member that was low on HP, so I'm not too upset about that. And we are getting to a point, it looks like, where we do need to find some HP. Ooh, excuse me for that ding in the background. One of my videos just finished up. Good trades overall. And we'll take our first lick of damage to our face with a 11 hitting us. So now we gotta really focus. I'm going to stay on the 5 here and attempt to find any type of triples that I can. There is a Dozy Whelp. We'll take it. Let's go ahead and roll. See if we can find anything to pop up here on a dragon. If you have any unspent gold at the end of your turn, this sells for 3 more gold. I don't think I have the room for that. Do I want to force it? I am going to get someone that just teched up to tier 5, hit for 15 or 9 damage with Murlocs. Let's roll. Magnets is good for us. Extra gold. We'll feed that into our Amalgams. which are additional stats. Always solid for us. And now I need to make a conscious decision about what I want to do here. I think I'm going to go ahead and sell this and go for the extra gold and hope that we have just enough to get on by. All right, we're facing off against the person in first place. We are praying that we don't get hit with 22 damage. We did see that they were upgraded by themselves earlier. Looks like we do have a number of damage in front of cards, but there is a amalgam that has poison. Lucky for us, the Divine Shield connects with our Dozy Whelp, which gives it a little bit more health and some more damage. And now we just need to clean up as well as we can. After a few trades back and forth, it looks like they're getting the better end of these trades. We will bring it down to the 6-drop Divine Shield Elemental Surprise +5, and that's 11. Unlucky that one was left over, but overall we survive. Alright, so at this point we are hoping for some triples. We do have a Whelp Smuggler in front of us, which I would love to have. Let's go ahead and go up to 8. We are facing off against Elemental that was on 4 and has been taking a massive amount of damage, so I'm going to go ahead and take that risk and run with it. Let's roll one more time. I do believe... Let me see here. If I roll this, take that, bring that down, play that here. We'll have 1 gold left over, and that will sell for 1 extra gold. We'll put this on the field and leave it as is. So then we will have 6 extra gold next turn. We are a 6-drop, and we can potentially find our Caligos or any other dragons in the late game that can help us. Oof, wish me luck. All right, we're against a ghost, and we're hoping that we can get the W here. We are severely lacking on damage, so we're hoping to find that soon. It does appear that we were having a Carbonite copy start a combat summon a copy of this minion. Seems like they were trying to find a weird combination to build together when able to hit it, so we should get this win pretty easily. And we do. So we'll take that and our extra gold and hope we can turn the game around now. This is kind of the moment. If we don't find something here, we are definitely going to get knocked out quite early. Alright, we're facing off against the other dragon player who's currently on 4. Let's go ahead and sell this guy for our 6 extra gold. Actually, we'll roll first, just in case we find triples. You never know. There's a triple right there. We'll go ahead and take it, play it. Come on, Caligos. We do find Brightwing, which is a good trade up for us. And let's go ahead and grab that, sell this. You'll face me. We roll, but give your other dragons 3-1. That's something for now, at least. We want to find a Bran or any other triples before we decide to commit to that. We do find trigger other battle cries. Let's go ahead and play that. Discover a battle cry minion. Morozon is helpful. Still looking for that Bran. Bran would be sick here. Here's a triple, though. We'll take that. Toss it on the field. Come on, Caligos. God, it'd be so nice to find you. We don't find Caligos. We do find a 15-15, but we need a 1-drop to make that work. Let's go ahead and run that. So we'll put you on the field. We'll toss you on the field here. We're going to sell this, even though I like the idea of this triple. We'll run for a 1-drop. Play it. We want this 2-drop. If we can. Ooh, that's a 2-drop that we'll take. That gave me some golds as well. I do need a 3-drop now. Come on, 3 drops. We found one, and he's useful. We found this one. Great, we'll play that. Boogeyman gives me some stats. We play our 4-man here. And at this point, we're looking for a 5-drop and a 6-drop in the future. We do find a Bronze Ward, and we're going to run with that. And I think overall, that was a good exchange for us. Yeah, that went okay. Not bad. We also trade our health here over to our Brightwing now with 37. Ah, there's my other dragon players. We were wondering where they were at. Solid trade so far. Nothing amazing, though. This thing is holding on really well with that barricade. My gosh. Not gonna lie. That thing is just holding on. So far, good trades. We need our Brightwing to do well. Finally, it cleans out a member that was in the way. Keeping in it. This is such a close fight right now. Good trades. Caligos comes in, and we barely survive, and we take his dragons. Oh my gosh. What a crazy match. Okay, let's start bouncing back. I'm going to Murloc wave him because I'm toxic. We will take that. No issues. And we need, for our Boogeyman, we need a 5-drop and a 6-drop, right? Let's go ahead and grab that. We have a 5-drop here. We'll pick that up. We'll sell this fella, put him on the field. Toss that there. We'll take this gold coin because I like money. 6-drop here. We'll also do some buffs. Let's go ahead and grab that. Put it there. We roll. No luck on the Caligos, and that's okay. We roll one more time. Yeah. Roll one more time. We find another free dealer for 3 gold, but nothing too impressive for us. I think instead, actually, we want to go ahead and play her. We're trying to find a triple on our Bronze Warden. I think I'm kind of in a position where I just need to find Caligos, right? Or other 6-drops. Nothing. There's a 6-drop there, which I could freeze for, but I don't think it's worth it. If I freeze for anything, it's going to be for a couple 6-drops. And, okay, we'll go ahead and let these roll over time for themselves. We do have 45 damage coming in here. We should try to increase that health across the board, too. I'm going to go ahead and do that here on this Bronze Warden. If I find the triple, that should give me additional health in the future, right? Yeah, I think that's the best we can do. Okay. Let's try and survive one more round. We really need our Caligos, and we need our Bronze Warden triple to get space on the board. Other than that, we're kind of stuck with Boogeyman, which means we need to find more 6-drops or another one. Alright, good trade in there. Trades out real well overall. Brightwing coming to the rescue. Good trade for her. Really hoping we get rid of that Snarl. There we go. He's been cleaned up. At this point, we need our Brightwing to survive, and she does. And as long as she continues to keep trading that efficiently, I'm a pretty happy camper. 12 damage, we knock out one more member as we slowly climb up the rankings. 3 people get picked off, so at least we're a top 3 team now, which is always good to see. Extra cash coming in. Let's go ahead and roll aggressively, I think, here. We're playing against a Ghost, so that gives us a good chance to survive. We are looking for our late game characters. Gosh, even a Bran would be great, too. It's too late for that, I feel like. There we go. Finally, we get Caligos. Let's go ahead and drop the Boogeyman. And I think we want to drop this fella for Battle Cries, which I know looks crazy, but right now we're just playing for stats as much as we can. Play that. That goes our first buff. We're going to grab this Magnetic as well for extra DPS as well as gold. And we're just going to play this out with a full board to the best of our ability. In terms of health, we're bringing Caligos here to the far left to give him more sustainability. We want 51 HP to be baked onto that. And we should be good, right? Let's put our Brightwing in the second position. She's been carrying us to the best of her ability. And if we make it through this round, we just cycle through on Battle Cries. That's our job. That's all we gotta do. Whoo! Hold your breath here. We're facing more dragons. Okay, into our next matchup. The health continues to climb. A few dragons for them. Looks like we are gonna need our Warp Wing here to have some good trades. And it looks like she is, just barely. Good hit there for our Whelp. And even with the double poison Murloc, we have just enough to stick in the game here. Man, this Warp Wing has certainly been the carry for our roster. Okay, no one else has dragons. Just a bunch of Murlocs, so that means we're facing a lot of poisons. We just need to find Battle Cries now. Let's go ahead and grab that one. That'll do it. And we play for the stats. Let's go ahead and toss that on that. I want my Divine Shield to be as strong as possible. Let's roll. Yes. All the Battle Cries here. You just take whatever you can. No F's given. Grow, my minions, grow! We're looking for one more possible trade up here. Let's roll one more time. Even if we don't find a Battle Cry, we just take anything that we can get. I don't find any battle cries. At the end of your turn, adjacent minions trigger their battle cries. That'd be cool. If you lost your last combat, you get 2/2. We do have the free refresh, but I think what I'm going to take here is actually the poison. I'm facing off against another Murloc, so I'm going to bring this one down, bring that over here. Let that one trade out on a Murloc. That'll give my Amalgam a poison as well, and then Warp Wing and Crew should be able to carry it from there. Ooh, I just realized that I gave this 66 HP and I couldn't trade at the last second. That's not good. Hopefully, though, it won't matter too much. We do kill that off, which has been a great trade for them. I kind of really need my Amalgam to not die here, and it does, so that means that poison's going to be lost. I made a pretty massive mistake, it looks like here. Good trade so far, though. My Warp Wing is trying to hold it down, and she does not, and we get knocked out. Regardless, it looks like the battle cries were too big here on Mr. Enchanting Edwin. We take top 4, and that was a fun match overall. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TrikSlyr.